there will be a competition of monies. And Bitcoin is part of that competition, but there'll be many monies, not just crypto monies, but there'll be central bank crypto monies, but there'll be different kinds of monies. And even monies are things that you buy and sell. NFTs can become a money, a type of money. You own it and it's an investment, and you could say, I'd rather own it than own Bitcoin.
If it's okay, let me ask you a couple questions about cryptocurrency. You've had a few opinions about Bitcoin over the years. What are your thoughts about Bitcoin today? Its role in the global financial system and just in human society in general?
Well, the evolution of Bitcoin over the years is one of the things that has influenced changes in my view. It has proven itself something like 10, 11 years ago. Imagine the programming of this, and you throw it out, and that's the idea. It has not been hacked. It has operated. It is built. It has come an amazing way over that 11 years to be probably the most excited topic among a lot of people. And has been used and is now has obtained, the status of having imputed value. At the same time, it is one of those assets that is an alternative money. I think we're entering an era where there's going to be a competition of monies because of the printing of fiat money. And the depreciated value. There will be a competition of monies, and Bitcoin is part of that competition, but there'll be many monies, not just crypto monies, but there'll be central bank crypto monies, but there'll be different kinds of monies. And even monies are things that you buy and sell. NFTs can become a money. A type of money. You own it and it's an investment, and you could say, I'd rather own it than own Bitcoin.
Has Ray Dalio bought any NFTs?
Not yet.
Okay.
But only just because, I definitely want to buy NFTs to just experience them.
Yeah.
I think I should produce one.
Yeah.
And I should.
I should have asked that. Have you minted an NFT? You probably should, just to know what it's like.
Yeah, that's right. This stuff is happening.
Yeah.
This stuff is real, okay? And how it operates. But like all new real things, some are going to go and some are going to, it's like in the internet in the year 2000, pets.com could have been but maybe pets.com doesn't make it, and who knows. That's the beauty of the competitive system, that it'll evolve, and some things will be treasured and some things will be trashed. So, but when I look at it, I think we are in an environment of, what is an alternative money? A money has two purposes: a medium of exchange and a storehold of wealth. And we are looking for, and it's portable, and it's best if it's recognized in other countries. So gold is one of those. So I look at it as an alternative gold, but I look at a number of things as alternative gold. And gold is still my favorite because of certain qualities. For example, you can't trace it. In Bitcoin, you can trace who owns it, where it's going, and so on. Governments can have that ability to trace it and so on. A gold piece of coin, it's not connected. I think not connected has benefits, particularly in a world where maybe connections could be more risky. And then also gold has been, for many thousands of years, universally recognized as a source of money. And central banks, it's the third largest source of money in central bank reserves. And I don't think Bitcoin is going to serve those types of purposes and so on. So for various reasons, I prefer gold to the other, but it's a little bit part of my mix.
But then you look at it, it hit, I think, 69,000 this year is the high Bitcoin hit. Do you think it's possible, you mentioned gold, do you think it's possible it reaches very high numbers, like 1 million that some people talk about?
I don't think that's possible, because the way I look at it is there's a certain amount of it, and there's a certain amount of gold. I'll use gold as a benchmark. The amount of it is worth about $1 trillion. Total crypto is about 2.2 trillion. But let's say Bitcoin. It's $1 trillion. If you take the amount of money that is in gold that is not used for jewelry purposes and not used by central banks, and I assume Bitcoin won't be used for jewelry purposes or central bank purposes, that amount in gold is about $5 trillion. So right now, if you were to have a portfolio that has gold and crypto, gold and Bitcoin, it's worth about 20% of the value of gold. Do I think it's going to be worth more than gold in terms of that mix? I don't think it'll be worth more than gold, but let's say it became worth as much as gold. I don't believe it will be. I think that 20% sounds kind of about right. I really don't know what the right answer is. And then there's the question of what is all of that pool of money, that, let's say, gold and gold equivalents relative to everything else. Does it go from, let's call it 6, 7, 8 trillion to 16 trillion? Maybe it could double. It depends what it is in the world environment. But basically, if you use gold as a measure, it just makes no sense that it's going to be used that much more. Am I sure about that? I'm not sure about anything. But logically, it seems to me that there's a limitation on its price in relationship to other things that are like it.